What's cracking, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Honda Recap. We got so many weird things to cover. We got Big Murph that wants to sell his car, Hunter Toon sold his car, and Mark from HondaStreetGarage got another one? I don't know, guys. Let's get into this. Let's go. Hey guys, how's it going? How you doing? Welcome to another episode of the Honda Recap. I want to give a giant shout out to all the new people that have joined. Thank you for coming over. Tell your friends about it. If this is actually your first Honda Recap, I welcome you. I know we got a bunch of new subscribers, so I want to say what's good to you guys. If this is your first Honda Recap, welcome. Basically what I'm trying to do here is go over all the different builds that are going on YouTube and trying to bring everybody together. So if you miss out, you got work, you got a family, you can't watch a bunch of videos all the time, you can tune in once a week and kind of get the highlights of some of the people here on YouTube. And maybe, if you're lucky, you'll find some new people to watch. So, like I said, if this is your first Honda Recap, go ahead and hit subscribe and hit that bell so you're notified every single time this video comes out. And that's Monday night, 8 o'clock. With that said, hopefully everyone had a good weekend. You hung out with friends, you worked on your car, you did something, you got outside. The weather here in California is doing so good. So like I said, let's get right into this. Starting off, I want to talk about Big Murph. He released a video not too long ago. He actually drove his LS all the way down to Ibach, hung out with a couple guys down there like Tommy Law, and did a bunch of, fun antics. I know we got his Integra detailed before he went down there, and then he started talking about selling his Integra. He's brought this up in the past. He's actually brought this up quite a few times, but now that he's got the nice EG, I know he's looking for more funds, and he's also looking for just a little something different. We've also talked about that. So he officially is trying to sell his Integra. Is he gonna do it? Most likely. If you're interested, you might wanna hit him up. I know he does wanna get rid of it, and I know at the same time, all that money is gonna go into this beautiful hatch that he has on the side. So it's not just for nothing. He's gonna have a vision, he has one, and he wants to get it started. That's the car that started the channel. Not really started it, but he's had up until now. So a lot of people are telling him not to do it, but he does have plans. I am with you, man. I just want to see you do something. I want to see you put all that effort into something. So I definitely applaud. So hopefully you can get something moving with that. Next up, we got Broke Boys. These guys have been talked about in the past. It's a collective of guys. I believe they're down in SoCal. They're doing some cool stuff. There's an S2000, I believe. There's an Infiniti, and there's also another sedan that just got painted. They show you a bunch of cool ways to do stuff on the cheap. You can do it with your hands. That's kind of a thing, a common thing I got going on here on the channel is most people are doing everything with their hands. But cool group of guys. They got some awesome cars. I'll tell you what, someone just got some sick wheels for their S2000, man. And I'm telling you, man, they're gonna look great. I can't wait till you get tires for them and what you plan on doing it in the future. I don't know if you want to dump it or what, but let me tell you, with those wheels, it's gonna look sick dumped. So glad I'm watching your channel a lot more consistently. I know you got a lot more stuff planned. The year is just getting started. So for all of you that actually don't watch Broke Boys, I would definitely check them out. It's some pretty good content. All right, next up is a channel you don't really see, and that's a guy with a brand new FK8 CTR. He's got a bunch of other cars as well, but this is kind of the staple of his channel. I believe he got one of the first ones out, so he's kind of been showing you what it's like to own, the problems that it has, the weird quirks that it's had. Shows you just what it's like to own it, and that is Flyin'Gato. Elias, he's a really cool guy. Definitely uploading consistently, and he's got a really awesome car. His latest video kind of shows and talks about Honda is actually making Flash Pro for it. Apparently you have to actually pull your ECU out, send it to Honda, and then get it back. Everyone knows that story. If you buy an S300 or one of their products, they are reliable, they are trustworthy. You send them your ECU, you get it back chipped. But apparently for the Flash Pro, for the new CTR, you actually have to send the entire ECU. I'm not sure if that's the case with most. I think, other cars like 8th gens, FG2s, and things like that, you can actually just plug the Flash Pro right in and start going from there. But there's probably some secret sauce that has to happen to mess with the new CTRs. But I know that Elias will get into that as soon as he pulls his ECU out. And he actually, in his latest video, shows you how to go ahead and do that. So if you like CTRs, you're interested in to see what new technology is happening from Honda and just the progression with this model of car and CTR, definitely check out that channel. All right, one of my favorite channels to watch, Garage Built Hondas, aka John Widmer, did a really great walk around of his EF. He's put a lot of effort into this car over the past few years, and he kind of wanted to do a walk around, and I've been seeing this done, and I always say in every video, I love when people do this because I get to see where your car sits now. It's a gorgeous car, done up completely, and I'm talking, he's got the armrests, the seats, the center console, he's got a B16A in it, he's got some sweet ass wheels, and it's definitely set up. He's got other vehicles, actually he's got quite a few EFs. He's one of the biggest EF guys I know next to Static, but like I said, he did a really great walk around of his car. It's very meticulously built and it sounds amazing. He did in fact keep it OBD-O, which is pretty interesting because a lot of people like to move to OBD1, but he is running off an OBD-O ECU, just letting it run as is off the motor with the proper ECU. So that is cool to know that everything right now is just bolt in. I'm sure he'll have other things in the future, but as of now, he just kind of wanted to show you where his baby is doing as it stands. So if you like EFs, if you want clean ones, if you want track videos, and if you want really awesome installations for those chassis, absolutely have to check this guy out. All right, next up is a new channel to me. That is Gerb Productions, or Gerb? Gerb? I don't know. It's a great channel. Let me know in the comments what it is, man. Sorry, I don't know. Steven's got an FG2. I think he's out in Connecticut. He's been working on it for quite a while. He does a lot of cool stuff. He is running NA. He made a custom air intake for it, and he's having a blast. It's really great to see him just out there, even though he's on the East Coast in the snow and the cold, and he's just out there wrenching consistently. Really cool personality. I'm glad that I actually found it scrolling through the comments, actually. So it's really funny how I find a lot of new content and a lot of new channels to watch when I just see in the comments people replying to other videos. So that's kind of one of the secret ways I actually try to find new channels, is other people are actually consuming content, and you were one of them, man. So I really love the FG2 chassis. There's not too many of them on YouTube. I know one guy that actually has one in person, and it looks great. It's an amazing chassis. The motor they put into them is just one of the best ones. It's a great platform, and I enjoy the fact that you're just showing people what they can do. Next up, slightly heartbreaking, not really, Hunter Tuned. He's actually been on a straight tirade the past couple days. Someone brought him an EK hatch with a GSR swap in it, and he literally did, in a day or two, maybe three, well, at least 3 videos, he showed you how to boost it. A customer definitely brought him the whole kit. He installed it in his garage, showed you every way he knows how to do it, how to tune it. If you know Hunter, he's also a whiz when it comes to tuning cars, so he did a couple live streams on how to do it while he's driving. Well, not while he's driving, but you know what I mean. How to do live tuning and stuff like that. Gave it a great street tune, made it sound and feel really, really good. But at the end of this 3-day extravaganza of putting in a turbo kit, we find out he sold his CRX. Now, we know in the past couple videos that he's been supercharging it with the Jackson Racing supercharger. I believe someone actually gave it to him to test out, and if he liked it, he was gonna keep it. He actually found it to be more of a hindrance and too much of a headache, so he returned it back to his B20 VTEC. Definitely enjoying that. And over the past couple days, he's been working on the EK with the turbo build. Once he gave that back, someone gave him a legitimate offer for a CRX, and he couldn't say no. If you've watched past videos, you know that he has ADD when it comes to cars. He still has the Mustang. He still has a couple other vehicles that he's working with. So, like I said, he is going to be looking for a new project. Get a Del Sol. I swear, just get a Del Sol. I'm just saying, he's looking for a new project. Hopefully he gets something soon. I know he does want to work on other cars and things like that, so maybe that money might go to something else. But like I said, really great guy. I really hope something good happens soon. I really hope you get another chassis. No one's getting sick of the Honda content, man. I know I'm not. And you know what, man? If you want to build that Mustang and just get it ripping down the street, no one's gonna care, man. Just keep putting out videos. Everything's gonna be great. I just hope you get another EK. I know how happy you were just driving that car. All right. Talking about video segments, Refine Movement. They've been releasing videos once a week. I believe also every Monday morning they got a video that's dropping. They have an EG hatch that they've been doing a lot of stuff to. So to catch you up, they legitimately just had a D15 in it. They pulled it out. They cleaned the engine bay. They put a new action clutch in it. Stage 3 pressure plate, stage 1 clutch, because they basically wanted to be able to drive to the track but still grip as hard as they could while they were on it. They put all of that together. He's gotten it into the car. Their latest video shows them putting the loom back in the car. So I believe and I hope we're one video away from that car starting. It's a really great segment. They got a bunch of other videos, and I know for a fact they have tons of other track footage, and that's the goal for this car. They're trying to get it back to the track. But at the same time, it's been a learning experience for everybody, from pulling the engine, putting it back in, learning about wiring, and buttoning it all up. It's been awesome. I've been enjoying the videos. I've been enjoying the content. I'm super excited. Hopefully the next video we can hear it turn on, and then we take that baby to the track. I know you're excited. I know I'm excited. So Refined Movement, definitely check these guys out if you haven't. Next up, we got Just for Fun. Juan's over there making some awesome fire content. Most recently did a pop-up meet out of nowhere. I think he was going to actually buy a part off La Tommy Law down there in San Diego and decided, you know what? Bring it to a pop-up meet. So I know all of them posted up on Instagram, yo, go to the usual spot. Come one, come all, and they had an awesome meetup. A lot of guys they know, you see in both of their videos showed up, and it looked like a really cool meet, you know, and I'm glad to see that the San Diego scene is definitely running hard. You guys got a lot of clean cars down there and a lot of people that are dedicated to just building proper cars, you know, and I love the fact that from your attitudes that I can tell it doesn't really matter what you drive, as long as it's clean and as long as you respect everybody else and the car itself, everybody's welcome, and that's definitely what I feel when I watch the videos, man. So keep doing it. I love your car. I love that hatch. I can't wait to see a K get dropped into it. I know that's probably going to happen in the near future, hopefully. But like I said, keep cranking that out. Keep cranking out those awesome pictures, dude. StickyDilJoe is back on it. If you've been following him on Instagram, he went to Japan like he usually does once a year, but this time he definitely went to the Tokyo Auto Show. He's got a bunch of videos coming out. The new series for this year is definitely coming out. He's taken a lot of the pictures that he's been taking from the past many years over the time from the Chronicles, and he's now started to make a book. It's a coffee table book. It's out. I think it's sold out, to be honest with you, in like the first hour that it dropped. So if you didn't get one of those, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I didn't either, but definitely look out for that. Hit him up, say, yo, make more available, because I would love to have one on my coffee table as well. Anyways, new videos are coming up. The new vlog is back up. I love the fact that he just kind of walks around, lets you see the cars, talks about them very minimally, but it's just in much respect to just see what's been built. I love the videos. I love the long format. If you're in love with the Chronicles, if you love StickyDilJoe.com, obviously you want to check out the YouTube channel. It's very consistent. He shows you beautiful cars from all around the world. Plus, also check out Chronicles on Tape. That's him and Utah basically sitting down and having an awesome podcast. I look forward to more this year. Next up, we got Welshie, my boy in Canada. He's got a dope little Civic. He's been putting some work into it, man. I love the fact that he's out there and he's constantly doing stuff like in the cold. I tell you, I give you guys so much props for you guys just wrenching in the cold or just being out there and stuff, you know? I've talked to him personally on Instagram, and I know he just dropped a K-Series that he's looking to drop into his Civic. That's gonna be really fun. I know he definitely loves this car. He's been turmoil. He doesn't know whether or not he wants to sell it and start with a new platform, but you know what? He's got so much time and effort put into this car already that I really hope that he just sticks with it. I know that he just dropped a TSX motor out of a junk TSX, so put that to use, dude. Put it to use. I know you're gonna have fun. I know you're gonna have a lot more memories with the new setup, so just keep it up. All right, next up we got Zosh, the old favorite. Anyways, like I'm telling you, this guy is running at full speed. He's got the PCI side skirts, top one rear diffuser, and now a savage front splitter. He is literally trying to get his car set up and ready for paint, and as of today, it's almost there. I think he's cutting the hood right now, making sure that sits down flush. I know he needs a new tune because I know he got a new shift linkage from Mark from HondaStreetGarage, a new shift knob, and he's also got his injectors. And what the injectors are allowing him to do is finally raise his rev limiter so he can actually get the full potential of his engine. I know he's wondering whether or not he should get it painted or tuned first. My opinion was definitely go get it tuned. That way you get that done with, you get it on the rack, you spin your tires, you do whatever the hell you want to do, then paint your car. Once you get the paint that I know and I feel that you're gonna want, you're not gonna want to touch your car for a while, you know? It looks shiny, it needs to cure, it just needs to sit. So I would definitely get a tune. I'm so happy to see how fast this is progressing. We're literally nearing the end of January and you've done so much in the past 3 weeks getting your car ready. It's gonna be an awesome year. I'm so excited. Props to you, dude. Just keep hustling. All right, last but not least, Mark, HondaStreetGarage. I know we already talked about this guy last week, but this guy with the new development. I saw it on Instagram, and now I'm very happy to say this guy got a new EF hatch. Yes, you know what I mean? I have one too. I just love the chassis, and I feel like anybody who drives the DA chassis also understands. You get the EF chassis, you just understand. It's just bare minimum Honda, bare minimum car. Everything in it is extremely mechanical. You feel like you're stuck to the road. You don't need any extra frills. You can roll down your window with your hand. You only got a couple buttons on the dash. It's just a chassis that if you don't drive it enough, you don't understand. I don't mean to sound arrogant in any way, but literally, like, once you drive one, you're stuck in it, you know what I mean? That's how some people always end up with their third or fourth CRX. Or that's how garage built Hondas, you know what I mean? That guy's got like, what, 6 or 7 other EFs and wagons? There's something about the car, man. It's the character, the personality, how it makes you feel, and the fact that you're one of the few that still keep those on the road. So, like I said, I'm super excited to know that you have a hatch. You even started your channel swapping a sedan to a wagon, so it's like you're keeping with the momentum. I think you're finally getting happy with the way your EJ sits. It's an amazing platform. You've created an amazing machine, and this new project is only gonna be the starting point. Like I just said, we're literally at the end of January and just crazy stuff is happening. So, like I said, check that out. Check out Mark's new car. I'm super excited to see what you have planned for next. All right, guys, that concludes the YouTube portion. I wanted to sit down and have a little talk with you guys and kind of communicate how I've been feeling lately on the fact that the Honda Recap is starting to grow. The community is also growing. And what I'm finding that the effort it takes to actually put these videos together and also include Instagram, I'm not giving everybody the credit they deserve. There's many more channels on YouTube that I want to talk about, and Instagram is its own world. I've talked about it in the past about not including Instagram, but I do feel like there are builds and there are people on there that aren't on YouTube, and they do need to be talked about. I've been reached out by people that I have to actually talk to them, you know, like Static Teggy. I know you're out there, I know you're building some stuff, and I want to talk about what's going on there. Also, there's VTech Club. Mainly, I see a lot of stuff that's on Instagram. And with that, I don't know what actually crosses over to YouTube. So if you guys actually know of people that are on YouTube showing track footage, I definitely want to see that. Just also to give to you guys, but also because I personally want to be more involved with EFF Club and VTech Club and all that stuff that's going on. But like I said, there's a whole world out there on Instagram that definitely needs to get covered. And to be able to give everybody the proper attention I actually believe it deserves, I'm seriously giving it some thought on splitting this up into a YouTube and Instagram recap, because I want to be able to give everybody on YouTube more than 2 minutes if I feel that they deserve that. And I also want to dive in more into YouTube because there's more pictures, there's more personality, and there's more people behind those. And some people aren't crossing over. A lot of people on YouTube definitely have Instagram accounts, but a lot of people on Instagram aren't actually moving over to YouTube to create footage. It's just not them. It's not in them. They're not really looking to do that. And that's totally fair. I'm not complaining. I don't think anybody else is either. But with that, I do believe that Instagram needs its own hype. It needs to be, I need to be able to dive into that a little bit more. So I just wanted to, you know, express that to you guys. I don't want to cut it out whatsoever. So in the next few episodes of the Honda Recap, if you don't see Instagram, it's not because I don't care anymore. It's not because I don't want to talk about it. I'm trying to find a way that I can give the Instagram builds and people in that universe their own attention that they deserve. So with that said, let me know in the comments what you think. I know in the past you told me, you know what, just do it all in one, do it all in one. I don't mind making the longer videos. I don't mind talking to you guys a lot more. That isn't the problem. Personally, I just want to make sure that everybody gets the attention they deserve. Let me know below. Would you want 2 videos? That's really where I'm leaning. I don't mind doing it, and I think it would actually be easier on my life and just being able to coordinate everything as well. Thanks for joining in. I have everybody's links in the descriptions and their Instagram and whatever contact information I have for these channels below. Make sure to check them out, give them a subscribe, let them know I sent you, and just, you know, bring this community together. That's what I started this thing for, you know? So if you see somebody in the comment section that you see in other places, hit them up. Let them know you're there. Let's have a conversation. I released my first podcast of 2018 a couple of days ago. I got a bunch more lined up. I have a bunch of people I want to talk to. I want to sit down and just, you know, create conversations, learn a bit more about the people, about the car. Not so much the car, but just the brain behind the people of why are you guys doing this? You know what I mean? A lot of the stories and a lot of the things that go down are because of the people. So I want to talk to you. Anyways, guys, not to ramble on. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking around. Stay tuned for next week, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.